what is up and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about this super awesome little combo setup. This is the Orange Micro Terror with the PPC 108 orange little cabinet, and it is an 8-inch speaker cabinet, and this is a cool little combo, and I actually got this little combo for Christmas. God love my wife for being so awesome. Her name's Jennifer, and she just loves me and puts up with all my music craziness and all the stuff I like to do. And she got me this little combo for Christmas because she knows how much I love Orange, and I actually have been looking at this for a long time. And it's a super cool little setup. It's a great little practice amp, and it can actually do a lot, which is crazy. So what I want to do is I want to read off the specs to you guys and get that out of the way. And then we'll do a little jamming, and we'll show you what you can do, and we'll talk about what you can really do with this little amp. It's a really fun amp. So I've got the specs pulled up at Sweetwater. As of right now, this is $258, this little combo, which is this little Micro Terror and the amp cabinet. We're going to scroll down through here and get to some of the specs. It's a 1-inch. It's a 1-inch by 8 cabinet. I think that's what it is. It's got a 12-inch AX7 preamp tube and 20-watt solid-state power amp, which is this. So it's got a preamp tube in it, and it's got 20 watts of power, which is awesome. This thing can actually push that big cabinet over there, which we're going to hook into here in a little bit. Show you guys what that can do. But it's a great little combo amp. Let's scroll down here to the actual specs. You know, it says it's a hybrid amp, 20 watts of power, 1x12 AA7 pre-tube amp. It's got a 1-band EQ on it. It's got a 1XTS speaker. It's got a little headphone output, so if you want to plug in and jam to your headphones, you can as well. 15-volt DC power supply, which it does come with. It's 5.3 inches high, 6.49 inches. The speaker cab, the Micro Terror, is 5.3 inches high. The width is 6.49 inches, and 10.12 inches is the little cabinet as well. The Micro Terror weighs 1.87 pounds, and the little amp cab weighs 7.7 pounds. So that's about all they got on here for specs. It's really not anything super fancy or anything crazy like that. It's a very simple, cut down little setup and stuff. It actually has a volume and a tone and a gain, and that's all you got on this little crazy amp. And then to turn it on and off, you just switch it on with this little switch right here, which I just cut off for a second so you guys can see it. I've got the volume set down very, very low. It's like on 1. I've got the tone set at about 1 o'clock, and I've got the distortion all the way cranked. That's what you heard in the intro of that. It does clean up as well, and we will do some clean sounds as well. So let's jam on it a little bit. Let's do a couple more riffs so you guys can hear it. So let's kick it on. Now it takes a second. I've got the volume turned. It takes a second for it to kick in like that. So now you guys can hear it. But let's do another riff for you guys, a little heavier riff so you guys can hear it. And then we'll do some clean tones for you. Pretty cool for a little jammy practice amp, you know. I mean, it really has some pretty good sounds. Let's do I guess we'll do like a little lead lick for you guys so you guys can kind of hear that as well. I'm not really a lead player, but we can try a little lead lick. Let me kick this down here. This is what it sounds like if you have it down on the bridge pickup. So kind of a cool little amp, but it does clean up, and we'll clean it up on here as well. Basically, I'm just going to turn this down, and once you get a little past halfway, you get a little clean tone, so you can clean it up. So you can get some pretty nice clean tones out of it. I mean, you can get some pretty clean sounds out of it. Whether you're picking with your guitar or picking with your fingers. Let's see if I can even play this. I can't even remember how I played that. So it does clean up. You probably want a little more volume on it, but I don't really want to kick that up because it'll totally screw up my levels in here and blow you guys out the door. But we can't. Yeah, maybe we'll turn it up a little bit so you guys. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Because that was kind of quiet the first time. So let's pick something else for you guys here. Let's see if I can pick something else real quick. We're gonna do it. That's a little too loud. It doesn't take much to get this thing cranking. There we go. Let's see if that'll do it. So that kind of gives you an idea that you can clean up your sound pretty easy just by rolling back the distortion on it. But most people that are probably going to be playing this probably aren't going to be doing that. But you can also use this as a backup amp to your big amp because this has got 20 watts of power. So it'll definitely run a bigger amp cab like that. So what I want to do is I want to take this and unhook it from this little, you got to hear it with the little 8-inch speaker. Now I want to take it and unhook it and hook it up to my big 2x12 orange cab, and let's see what that sounds like. So let's go hook that up and let's play that and see what that sounds like. And I'm also gonna well, I guess I'll wait. I guess I'll play it like this just with the amp so you guys can hear that. And then I'm gonna hook it up to my Boss GT1000 so you guys can hear what that sounds like, a multi-effects pedal running through it as well. To give you an idea of the versatility of this, you could use this as your stage amp if you wanted to. You know, running it on the clean channel. So that is a possibility. So let's hook that up and let's come right back and let's do some jamming. Alright guys, now we're hooked into my 2x12, just running this. I'm running my guitar into the orange micro thing to the 2x12 cab. Let's give you a hear of what that's going to sound like. And that is with this about on 1, distortion's cranked, and that's about on 1 right there. And that's what you get right there. That sounds really good coming through there, playing through this little thing. You can really get some really good distortion out of it. Now, the Dark Terror is more for metal. This is more of a rock type thing. But for what it is, man, I feel like that's getting some really good distortion there. Sounds pretty darn good myself. It sounds good in here anyway. Hopefully it's sounding good to you guys out there. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. And then again, you can clean this up, roll it back, just past that thing. You can roll it back and then get you a nice clean sound that you want if you want. So you can easily clean it up as well. So I think for a great little jam and practice amp or something as a backup, if you needed a little backup amp that you just need to throw in there, I think it's a pretty cool, viable little thing. So let's hook it up now. Now that you've heard it through there, a couple things through there, I'm going to hook it up to my Boss GT1000 and plug that into this through that cab. And let's see what that sounds like as well. So you can hear it through the big cab, Boss GT1000. So if you're like using this head to go play a live gig, let's see what you get out of it having this head hooked to a 2x12 cab. Alright everybody, now we have it hooked up. We are running my Schecter into my Boss GT1000, which is running into this head, which is coming out of that 212 cabinet over there, that orange 212 cabinet, and let's give that a sound. The settings on this now, it's still on 1 there, it's still on about 1 o'clock here, but I've dialed this back to about the 2 setting. So it's set on a clean setting. So I can just go clean the distortion through there. But we're going to do distortion first, and then I'll kick over on the clean there so you guys can hear that as well. So let's have a jam on that. Sounds pretty damn cool going through this setup right here. So this would be like if you guys were actually going to do a live gig and you're using this head to play a live gig, and it has got plenty of power to push that amp to go blast the stage. Even if you're playing in front of 10,000 people, you got enough wattage there to rock it out. So that's kind of super cool. But I wanted to do that because a lot of times you see the reviews, either somebody's playing out of a big head or they're doing the small one, but they don't kind of compare the two, so you can kind of listen to it and hear what it is. I love the little amp. This little amp actually sits in my house, and I practice on it in there. But let me go step on this pedal, and I'll give you some cleans real quick as well. So I'm running over here, reaching, and there we go. Now we're on my clean channel on there, and we'll do a little pick in there to give you guys a little bit of clean action as well, so you can hear what it sounds like. That's my clean channel running through there, and this is what it sounds like. flub the note, and this is what it sounds like if you play on the neck pickup, so you guys can kind of hear both. So there you guys go. That's some cleans. That's some distortions. That gives you kind of an idea of what this little amp can do. I love the Micro Terra. I love this little combo setup, but I did want to, I mean, basically this video is about this little combo setup, but I did want to kind of show you guys what it would sound like through a bigger cab as well. So you can decide whether you just want the head or you want to get the little combo. Either way, it's a great little amp to have in your collection if you want to jam out and have some fun. Most likely for me, this is just going to be in my practice room. I do use pedals and pedal boards, so most likely for me, I'm going to run it on the clean setting that I have, so I can run my pedal boards through it, because I prefer, I mean, I like the orange distortion on it, but I like having my effects and everything set up on it, and this little booger does not have an effects loop or anything back there to do that with, so you have to go straight through the front, and it doesn't have a channel switch or anything like that. So you're running it on clean is how I would run it, you know, but it was a great little viable option if you need a little backup head and you want 20 watts of power, or even if you're just going to a practice and you want to carry a big monster head or something. It's a cool little setup, and they make the Micro Terra and they make the Micro Dark Terra, so definitely I love it. I like having it. It's super cool to have and jam on. It's a lot of fun, and it's so freaking small. I mean, this thing is like, look at it. It's like itty bitty. It's just like my hand can pretty much cover the size of it. So they're very small, very lightweight, very compact. They do make a carrying case for this thing too. So super cool little setup. And I really, you know, I'm so glad that my wife got it for me. I really have been enjoying it. And it's a super cool little amp, and it's a lot of fun to play. And if you guys haven't figured out by now with all the orange stuff that you see in my room, I'm a big, huge fan of orange amps and cabs. And this is just a great little addition to my collection. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little review. Do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button down below. You can find these at Sweetwater, this little combo. You can find it at Sweetwater. I'm sure there's some other places that carry it too. But my wife got this one at Sweetwater. That's where I get a lot of stuff from. I really enjoy buying stuff from them. The experience with them has been really good. But I'm sure there's other places you can find it. You can probably even find it on Amazon if you really want to. But I got it at Sweetwater. Excuse me. And I love it. It's a great little addition to my music room. And I got zero complaints with it. It's a lot of fun. And I love this little speaker too. It's super cool. So anyway, there you guys go. Like I said, if you guys could do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, because it really does happen. I don't care if you hit the bell notification thing or not like that, but that like and subscribe really does help the channel out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I would really greatly appreciate that if you guys would do that. Questions and comments, you know, leave them down below. I will try to answer them to my best of my ability. I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world and stuff, so I try to do my best with these videos. I don't claim to be some great guitar player. I just enjoy playing music. I love doing it. I love writing songs and putting music out, and I love gear. I love gear, and so when I get a new piece of gear, I like sharing it with you guys, and hopefully through making these videos, it helps you guys out to where you can make an informed decision whether you're interested in that piece of gear or not. You know, you may like it, you may not. You know, we all have what we like and we don't like. For me, I love orange gear. I enjoy playing it, and so I like showcasing it when I get a chance to do it. And I hope you guys enjoy that too. So that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.